Hello, this is Cuckoo. I'm right here at Korg's booth at NAMM Show 2024, and this is a little bit special for me. This is the MicroKorg 2. It's a substantial update. It's not an update, it's a brand new synthesizer, brand new sound engine, and it's very, very, I'd say, deep, and it sounds really good. I only had a really quick look at it. It sounds really nice. I really like where you can go with it, and obviously this is my first time ever using it, so don't expect a tutorial, but listen to what I do now the first time I try it out, and let's hope I make a good sound of it. So maybe it's gonna take a little trial and error, but yeah, it's just announced. It will be available probably later this year. It's about the same size as the original, maybe a little bit larger, much better keys than the original, a little bit more spacious, and just a delight to use. And they've really done a good job with the user interface this time, as opposed to the original, which was a nightmare to program, to be honest. But this one, a pure joy to use. Let's try it out. Alright, so first off, let's just try some of the NAMM presets. It had 8 presets, and that's all. So these are vocoder, the last two. This one has the new kind of vocoder stuff. Sounds almost like some auto-tune stuff going on. I had to dive deeper into this. I think they don't even have patches, so I'm gonna make a patch here. Starting up from scratch, I'm gonna explore this. This is my first time with it, so yeah. Polyphonic. It's got 8 voices. Now it's mono. Unison. Is a way to use all the voices in one sound. Great user interface, I'd say. To detune all the voices in the unison to create this kind of super saw. Isn't the UI good? You see what's going on? Right, unison spread. Spread all those voices in stereo. Right, let's see. Try different oscillators. Still with this unison. Triangle. I think it has a really nice tone overall. I was really pleased with the way I made it sound in the end. Stick around until the end, where I kind of wrap up a nice patch. So the different reverbs, they're cool. That was one spring reverb there first. I think this is an early prototype, and I definitely think they will work on smoothing out when you change the parameters in the effects sections. It was currently a little janky. Korg told me that they currently just have like 5 or 6 units total in the world, and most of them were here on the show floor. And by the way, this unit I'm playing here is the black version, which is kind of a special edition celebration model. It has a nice metal big knob there and a different like color scheme. But they're totally the same, all of the new MicroKorg 2. I think overall the reverbs, they sounded really nice. And listen to this. This is kind of a reduction type of reverb. Bit crushing, bit reducing. So what here, changing the waveforms again. That could be, some of the oscillators can go into sample territory. And I'm just using oscillator 1 here, but you have, what is it, 3 oscillators and 1 noise channel. So you can layer them and make even bigger sounds and more specific sounds. The filter, you can see here, you can kind of smoothly transition between different types of filters. The resonance was really, really good. And one thing that surprised me was the drive, the filter drive, which had just makes the whole sound like it goes through some sort of yeah, like now listen to this. Brings up the presence, drives the signal prior to going into the filter, I think. It's a really good drive. And you can filter track the filter really easily. Now when learning a new synth engine, it's a lot of just looking around, trying all these things, parameters here and there, getting to kind of form a bond between you and the synthesizer, and after some time you find the sweet spot that resonate to you, with you, and you know where to reach to achieve certain sounds. So right now I'm in that process of forming that bond with MicroKorg 2. And so far, everything I hear, I think like, yes, it sounds very nice. And the user interface, they knocked it out of the park. I think maybe this is Korg's best user interface ever, probably. Delay types, different types, ping pong. Bounces around from right to left. Tape echo. You can hear the slight modulation going up and down, warping a little bit. Now combining stereo reverb with delay. I like it. You see what's going on the clear screen there that I forgot to wipe. Sorry. And the keys, by the way, they are slightly wider than the previous MicroKorg. I think it's in the territory of, what is the MicroKorg XL. I think I had this kind of keypad. Maybe some of their mini keyboards. I think it's that, or it's totally refined. I'm not sure. I just know it's a little bit wider than typical mini keys, which is very nice. Oh, look at this. Here's the modulation effect. You can see that beautiful interface there, like a really wonky, warped kind of vinyl almost, and you see the vinyl pickup there going through the warped. That's a very nice graphical interface, and it sounds really nice too, doesn't it? Of course, I didn't have time to make like several great patches or anything. Just trying it out, learning on the fly. So filter decay, filter envelope here. Trying to see if I can make a nice pew sound. Dialing in, yeah, opening up a new sound here, opening up, trying to dial it into a more open, fresh sound. Trying to make all these corners of the synth play together in harmony. Shape parameter of the oscillator modulation. I think it's like cross modulation between some of the oscillators. And the EQ is always like a lifesaver at the end of making patches. If everything sounds pretty good, but it still doesn't really sit where you want it to sit, change the EQ. As you can hear, lots of dialing here and there. I like what I hear. I also like what I see, especially on that screen. Delay graphics there. It's fun. Output feedback on the EQ, that is really cool. One more change. What am I looking for? I forgot. Yeah, oscillator 2 level. Yeah, mixing in oscillator 2 there. Now, since I'm using modulation between them, I think I muted oscillator 1 now. Only listen to the oscillator 2. Yeah, thank you for listening and checking this video. If you enjoy the stuff that I'm doing here on YouTube, please consider throwing in some donation over at my Patreon. I appreciate that so much. It's a lifeline for me. So thank you.